Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for Mid-February tarot reading, and your energy is the Ace of Wands. You may have a brilliant, bright idea, but also you are a fire sign, aren't you? Oh my gosh. Yes, fire sign, and that's Wands. So you might really be acting on your inspiration, but you might have a brilliant new idea for a creative project. All right, so let's see. What does Sagittarius need to know for mid-February? All right, interesting. Okay, all right. Wow. Okay, so look, you're stressed, but that doesn't mean, like, things are still going better than you realize, okay? So first off, I feel like this has to do with something in the past. The background energy in the past, we've got the Two of Swords. So that often is something at a standstill, and this might be more of a logical idea. Swords are air, thoughts, words, etc. But you are more of a fire sign. I feel like it's best for you, especially with your sign, to act more on inspiration and what feels right, even if it doesn't make sense up here cerebrally. I'll get some clarification cards in a moment, but honestly, I feel like maybe because you were trying to act too much from your mind, that may have been part of the reason why it was almost like a stagnation, a stillness, a standstill, nothing really moving forward. Now, right now, your energy is coming up as the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you've got a lot of ideas, a lot of things on the go. It could also be you're really busy with one particular idea. But I feel like you might want to just kind of pick one and work on one. You might be juggling a few different ideas, a few different things that you want to do. What you need to know is that you are really disappointed and really stressed, okay? Swords are our thoughts mainly, but they're not actual physical things. You know how sometimes people can, I've experienced this all the time, but you know, when you might stress about something, but then you realize, like, okay, everything was actually going fine. Just because I thought things weren't going fine doesn't mean that they aren't, you know what I mean? So anyways, but you're really stressed. You also might have been potentially, just stressed possibly about work or finances, because the energy, we've got the Page of Pentacles. You might be thinking about upgrading your skills, getting a new trade. You might honestly be going in a whole new field altogether, and you might just be in the research phase. So that could explain the idea. Also, Pentacles might have to do with your physical body, things like that. The thing is, all of your stress is coming to an end, because that, cruelty, stress, and also it might be someone else being rude to you, but I feel like for most of you, it might be you kind of in your head. I do that all the time. I'm the queen of overthinking. Okay, the point is that all of your stress will come to an end. I know this doesn't look like a pretty card, but it's a 10. 10s are finishing, okay? Because sometimes we hold on to stress almost like a crutch in a way, but I feel like you're honestly just something's going to happen in the near future where you're just going to surrender. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm done stressing about this. It's over, and you're going to kind of give in and surrender to it. And look at this. You will not notice, but when you surrender, when you release resistance, there's a little fire cat coming out of that volcano in the background. So this is extremely good luck. And actually, that might be around the time when you get this brilliant new idea. The outcome is the Three of Cups. So honestly, I feel like, okay, so one, this creative project might have something to do with community, with food and drink. It might have something to do with just like being comfortable in your own home, just having a good time and relaxing. So honestly, it could be meditation. It could be a lot of things. Also, you might just be wanting to focus on relaxing a little bit more this month. Now, you are being aspected with the Knight of Wands, so I feel like you're really going to begin to move forward with your new idea, your new creative project, by the end of this month. Let's get some clarification cards, and then we'll do some advice cards so you can get the best case scenario. All right, clarification cards for Sagittarius for this situation. Interesting. In mid-February. Oh, wow, this is so interesting. Okay, a whole bunch of things. So first, I think that what's going to truly make you surrender, where you're going to be like, okay, I'm just not going to stress about this anymore. It might actually be like we've got the Hierophant. So this is kind of almost like Law and Order sometimes, but I feel like there might be a new rule, a new restriction, or a new law, something like that, where you're like, okay, I give up. Like, you're not going to be going in the old way. You are going to be kind of put in a corner, but you're so resourceful, you'll come up with like a much better idea that's a lot more long lasting and sustainable. In fact, even though I know you're really stressed right now, that stress is actually making you come up with super creative solutions and really think about like, okay, things didn't really turn out the way that you wanted them to look. So what can you do? What can you put in place now to actually get the desired outcome? And you're coming up with so many awesome ideas. I feel, let's see. So in the past, stagnation might have had something to do with money, or maybe it was that stagnation that made you begin to research. So you may not have acted on the research yet, but you're still thinking about it. You're still kind of waiting and seeing because you never know how things are going to go. I feel like right now you are trying so many different ideas, and you might even be trying to come up with sneaky solutions because we've got the moon, which is delusion, but I feel like there's going to be an end to trying to do a million things at once. If you're trying to do that, you are going to move in a new direction, and it will change the way that you do your work or whatever this creative project is forever. But look at this. The outcome, the Three of Cups, is being aspected by the Nine of Discs gain. And this also represents independent wealth. So I feel like whatever it is that your new idea is, and yeah, I know it might just be like with connecting with people, things like that, something that has emotional depth. There might be a few friends you kind of bring in on this as well. It's really going to help make you independently wealthy, where you won't need to depend on, you know, this law or that organization or whatever. Okay, I just want to get one more clarification card because I want to know more about this. And first off, let's clarify the outcome. Then we'll clarify the moon because I want to know about that. Okay, I feel like you're gonna get off to a slow start, but you're still gonna get whatever you need. Okay. All right. Let's see. Clarify the moon. Interesting. The moon might have something to do maybe with an earth sign male. And also I feel like it might have to do with holding on to the old because, yeah, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, which is air. And so I feel like, yeah, people need to be a little bit more like air with their resources. So go more online and use social media and communication and things like that. Yeah, but you're going to come up with a great idea. All right, so let's get some advice cards. Advice for Sagittarius so they can get the best case scenario possible. I like this one. Okay, cool. So the first advice card, we have got the Empress. This one to me is so self-care. Make sure you're getting enough fruits and vegetables. You're getting out in nature. You're treating yourself like royalty. You're nurturing yourself, Mother Earth. And you might hear of a pregnancy in your family, and sometimes this can represent a mother. Okay. The second advice card, we have got the Two of Pentacles. So you're really going to think about, like, if you were only going to keep half of the things in your life when it comes to this project or the way that you live your life, like, what would you keep? What's actually really important? You might even want to cut your work in half. Also, there might be a little bit of a crossroads as well. So you need to think about, like, what's really important to you and what is it that you want, especially with making money and things like that. All right, the third advice card, we have got the Seven of Cups. If you suffer from any mental illness, any like drug or alcohol addiction type things, please seek help. And but just know that when you are under the influence, or if you're even just like feeling really depressed and confused, that is no time to be brainstorming or making decisions about your future because your judgment is so clouded. Also, it could represent a person who might be quite deceitful towards you. But for the fourth one, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like even though this doesn't seem great on the surface, it really is unexpected good luck, and it will, because at the end of the day, I mean, your outcome is Three of Pentacles, which is like cause for celebration, aspected by, you know, Nine of Discs, independent wealth. So that looks really great. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell, commented, and I do monthly, mid-monthly videos, so I'll see you in another week or two. And if you're still here, you get a secret bonus card. Yay! Queen of Wands, so much fire energy. So just like whatever it is that you do, no matter what, stay true to yourself. Do things that feel right for you, that represent your authentic self, and don't be ashamed for who you are. See you in a few weeks.